welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make for you Millionaires shortbread. So the ingredients you're going to need today are plain flour, caster sugar, golden syrup, butter, condensed milk and some dark chocolate. You're going to need to grease and line a 20cm baking tray ready to cook. The first things you're going to need are 175 grams of butter, 75 grams of caster sugar and 225 grams of plain flour. First of all, I'm going to rub the fat into the flour, so I'm going to use a rub-in method. Flour into the bowl, then I've cubed my butter up already to make it easier, and then using my fingertips I'm going to cover the butter and then start to rub it in to make breadcrumbs. Okay? When you've rubbed in the butter to the flour and it looks like breadcrumbs, you can add your sugar. So add your sugar and give it a good stir all the way through. When you've done that, you're going to add it to your lined baking tray. So you're going to pour it in and press it down with the back of a spoon. So I'm pressing it down with the back of the spoon into all corners of my tray. Then when it's nice and smooth, grab a fork and just, not like that. Okay, went a little bit wrong. Just gently make some holes with a fork over the top of your shortbread. Shortbread in the oven, 180 degrees, gas mark 4 for about 15 minutes. And then into your saucepan goes a tin of condensed milk, 200 grams of butter and 4 tablespoons of golden syrup. As I'm bringing this to the boil, I'm stirring constantly so it doesn't burn to the bottom of the pan. When you're stirring your mixture, it should automatically start to thicken after about 10 minutes and then turn it off. Right, that's nice and thick now, so I'm going to leave it to cool. Do not be tempted to try and taste this now because it's going to give you a really nasty burn if you do. I've taken my shortbread out of the oven. I'm now going to leave that to cool for about 5–10 minutes before I put my caramel and pour it on top. I'm now going to pour my caramel over the top. Give it a good coating. Next, I'm going to put this in the fridge to chill for about 5–10 minutes. Whilst you're waiting for your caramel to set, half fill a pan with water. Place a basin that is glass or metal on the top, and then you're going to break up your chocolate to melt. You need to break up around 300 grams of chocolate into your bowl. Then you're going to leave it for about 5 minutes to melt. When your caramel is set, pour your melted chocolate all over the top and then spread out with a spoon. When it's all smooth over the top, put it in the fridge to cool. It needs to be completely set before you cut it into little squares. So ideally, leave it a good 2 or 3 hours, and that's it done.